I might be able to finish Faction Wars normal for Shadowkin now. Recently, couple seconds ago, bam, bam, bam. Technically 45 minutes ago. This is hot off the press, guys. Alright, I will show you this. We just recently finished our live arena video. Oh, that's a red mark. We don't want that. Hold on. Well, hold on. Technical issues. There we go. Here is some text. Let me read to you. A champion fragment... By the way, let me just remove that red dot because it was annoying. A champion fragment event for Masahiro the Bell Monk starting on May 7th, 2026. Hey folks, next Thursday, May 7th, we're planning to launch a champion fragment event with a new champion, Masahiro the Bell Monk. Faction Shadowkin, rarity legendary, type HP, Affinity Force. A long-awaited addition to the Shadowkin faction, Masahiro the Bell Monk is a tanky reviver designed to protect your team in PvP while also excelling in faction restricted PvP yeah. Hell yeah, let's jump into Faction Wars hard, right? His unique aura opens up interesting strategic options, enabling creative siege compositions, empowering niche arena team setups. Built for endurance, Masahiro provides a strong heal and protection, helping your team withstand prolonged battles and recover from critical moments. At the same time, he brings disruptive utility to the fight, limiting enemy damage potential and applying crowd control debuffs that prevents opponents from gaining the upper hand. I'm attaching the image with the champion skills below. Let's go through it, shall we? Here it is. Let's just full screen this. Masahiro the Bell Monk. He looks Shadowkin kind of stuff. Alright, let's just straight into it, and then we're just going to talk about the opinions and everything. I mean, already a Shadowkin Reviver, I feel like that's just a sort of I guess Fabian needs to wait. We have 3 fusion tokens. I guess we're going to get 4 because we do need this guy. We do need to jump into Faction Wars hard, and for the love of God, look at this. You know what I mean? And this is due to some degree, you kind of want the Reviver, you know what I mean? Kinegashi is one thing, but now Masahiro the Bell Monk is live. Well, not yet. May 7th, yeah. Let's go through the kit. A1 attacks all enemies. Has a 50% chance of placing a 30% decreased crit rate debuff for 1 turn. It books up to 55. Yeah, okay. A2 attacks 1 enemy. Before attacking, has a 75% chance of transferring all debuffs from all allied targets to the target. Ooh. Heals all allies by 25% of this champion's max HP and places a strengthen buff on all allies for 2 turns. Damn. Transferring all debuffs from all allies to the target. Holy shit. Talk about nuking the shit out of one champion, you know what I mean? God damn, okay. A3, Humble Savior, books down to a A4. Books down to a 4 turn instead of 5 turn. Attacks all enemies. Before attacking, revives all dead allies with 50% HP and 50% turn meter. This skill can be used even if there are no dead allies. Cool. Has a 75% chance of placing a stun debuff. Hold on, give me 1 sec. So this will have a 100% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn and a block buffs for 2 turns. Has a 75% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed and a block buffs debuff for 2 turns instead if the target is a boss. I struggled previously with block buffs and putting them on champions in the Grim Forest. So you could see some potential there as well for Masahiro. And then his passive, all allies receive 1% less damage for each turn taken by enemies and allies while they remain alive. Stacks up to 15%. Nice. Each champion's damage reduction resets when they die or between rounds. If there are multiple champions on the same team, with the skill, only one will activate. Understood. Allies revived by this champion are immune to stun, freeze, sleep, provoke, fear, true fear, and petrification debuffs until the start of their turn. Interesting. Okay. Resets when the revived ally takes their turn, is kill or between rounds. If there are multiple champions in the same team with this skill, only one will activate. Okay. And then his aura increases force ally speed in all battles by 25%. I don't like the specific affinity to that speed, but okay. Just short talking about this, it's not much of the champion in itself. It's the fact that it's an AoE reviver for the Shadowkin. For the longest time, let me have a look here. For the longest time, the Shadowkin faction don't really have a reviver. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the only one we have is kind of Kinagashi. Revives an ally with 50% HP and 50% turn meter. That's it, and it's on a 5-turn or 4-turn cooldown. It's only one enemy, or one ally as well. I'm pretty sure there's no one else, right? If there is, please correct me. But I don't think so. And because of this, well, actually, hold on. We do have, I do believe we have, or am I wrong? Tax one enemy, nope. Tax one enemy, revives one random ally. Yeah, here we go. Yukimasa as well. But it's very limited with the resurrection. And also, like, if it's legendary, it's very hard to come by. So, it being a fusion that everyone can kind of get is, I feel like a must-have for almost everyone. This champion will make it so much easier for me to clear just faction wars normal. And specifically when you're in a situation like this, we're on almost the last part. We have what? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we have Lydia, and then we can go into faction wars hard. Like, and I mean, look at this, 6-star, 61 stars and not 63. I can't be alone in this. Also, Bannerlord, holy crap, man. Maybe I'm just lacking champions here, but holy shit. So, all in all, regarding this champion, just the fact that he's an AoE reviver is just huge. I do find it very interesting to have his, like, when you're looking at the A2, with transferring all debuffs from allies target to the target, and then heals everyone's like tanky support, AoE reviver, and then the sort of like transferring all debuffs. He can be very, very fun to play in live arena, I think. And for most part, I need to get him for faction wars, basically, and even faction wars hard for that matter. And yeah, I personally, I don't know. It's not that I like, oh man, he sounds super fun and I really want him. It's more the fact that I really need him. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be I mean, he might be really fun to play with. But for me, I think I'm blindly just looking at, AoE reviver. Okay, say less. Okay, we need to get him. It's just, you know, and the aura is kind of like, I mean, if you don't have force, if you're not running full force, then the aura literally does nothing for you. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's where, like, yeah, I don't know. He can be very fun. I'm just gonna summarize once again. He can be very fun, but he's a need to have. He's a need to have, not a want to have. But he's a need to have. So yeah, we're definitely gonna go for him. The rest of his kit is kind of nice as well, with the stun as well. Block buffs. I mean, the rest, you know. And so yeah, I don't know. The whole block buffs. The fact that he transfers all debuffs to the target and then puts a block buff on enemies I mean, obviously, you can cleanse that, but still, it can put a specific champion in a really tough spot. I guess you won't be able. I guess you can't go through Mercurial with this though, but still, even if you don't like the sort of kid, he's an AoE reviver and he's Shadow Kid. So got enough said to some degree. I think everyone is gonna find use in this champion. I think if you handle the faction war Shadowkin version really good, then maybe you can do a pass on it. But I do find it like he can be to some degree fun to play in live arena. Outside of that, I mean, if you need someone with a stun block buffs, specifically in Grim Forest, it could be nice as well. Depends on where your account is. But I think that, yeah, everyone who everyone who is lacking a reviver for the Shadowkin, which is the majority is, that's your guy right now. And who knows when we're gonna get the next one, because there's, I mean, we've been lacking one for a long time. It's a running joke at this point. But here's the solution. With that being said, guys, I put out videos every 1 to 2 to 3 days. And if you like this sort of content, let me know with a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.